What's up, this is Cliff.
This is Brian. Thanks so much for watching Kies Motorsports. If you like our videos, give us a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe and check us out at kiesmotorsports.com. Welcome to video 1 of a 3-part series where we're going to do a full M Sport conversion on this BMW F30. In today's video, video number 1, we are going to be doing the M Sport conversion on the front bumper to take it from this to this. In video 2, we're going to transform the rear bumper from this to this. And finally, in video 3, we're going to transform the side skirts from this to this. As we mentioned, we're going to start with the front bumper. Cliff is taking off the front license plate. Now, if your car has a front plate, it's very important you remove that because a lot of times what happens is the screws that are securing your plate are actually secured to the foam crash bar underneath, and it can make it very difficult to remove the bumper. So at this time, remove any front license plates. Now that the front license plate is off, we can pull the hood latch twice and then open up the hood, take this weather stripping, pull it off and move it out of the way. Now what we need to do is we need to release all of these screws across the top here. So Cliff is going to work on the 6 T30s across the top, and then over each headlight there is a T25, so at this time you can remove all of those. Now what we need to do is we need to release all of the 8mm screws. There's about 8, and then there's also these plastic push pins. We'll show you how to handle those in just 1 second. So here's a look at what these push pins look like. So as you can see, we release the skinny portion in the middle, and then the entire clip will pull completely out. Then what you can do is you can release the remainder of these 8mm screws. There are 3 short ones. There's one down here, one over here, and one up here. And then there are 2 longer ones that are going to sit just like that. So at this time, remove all of these screws. And that's what the longer ones look like. Then go do the exact same thing on the other side of the car. Now at this time, if your car has fog lights, you want to make sure to disconnect that. All you need to do is just press on either side and then pull it straight down. Now if your car has PDC, which this car does not have, and also headlight washers, again, which this car does not have, both of those connections are going to be over here. The PDC connection is going to be about here on the inside here, and then for the headlight washer, there's going to be a line approximately right here. Again, on the inside, all you need to do is disconnect that line. Now what we're going to do is gently slide the top of the bumper out of these metal tabs. You want to release the side just like that, and then very carefully pull the bumper straight off and set it in a safe location. At this part of the process, we have the bumper off, and what we need to do is we need to remove these fog lights. So these are just held in by these 2 screws. There's one there and one there, and then as Cliff will demonstrate, they just rock out. Super simple like that. Now if your car has parking sensors, you're going to see the line across with different holders that are securing the PDC in place. So at this time you can remove that, and also if you have headlight washers, there's going to be a tube in here. You can remove that as well. At this part of the process, we're going to remove the center support. So all you do is you lift up on the front and then you pull down on the bottom part. That's going to get reinstalled on the new bumper. And then we need to remove the kidney grills. So to do this, all you do is you press the tab inward and slowly press down, work your way around, and you'll be able to release those. Okay. Once you've done that, you're done with your bumper and you can hang it on your bumper wall. Now what you can do is take your new bumper. We're going to reinstall that center support and also the kidney grills. With these bumper conversion kits, there are 2 very important notes. First, they do not come painted. We had this painted at our local body shop. And 2, whether you have headlight washers or not, they all come with headlight washers. So if you do not have headlight washers, all you need to do is take the washer and you press it in and it's going to clip in place. So if you look right there, you can see that there is a little tab that secures it in place. Now, it's very important if you have headlight washers, you want to take that tab and you want to cut it off, because as you can see, this is securely locked in place, and once your headlight washers are in, they're going to lock, you're going to go to use them, and they're not going to work. So once again, there is a little notch right there, and there's a little notch right there. All you need to do if you have headlight washers, is simply cut those off. Now what you can do is remove the backing of the 3M tape here, line everything up, and simply stick it in place. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that you press and hold this for about 30 seconds or so. Now for extra security, what you can do is just put a little dab of glue right here in the corner. Okay, just like that.
Now the new bumper will come with inserts for fog lights, or you can do a fog light delete if you already have them. And you have the option of keeping this back plating on here, or you can remove it. The 335s do have duct work that goes behind this for some of the cooling system, but you can keep this on here for the 328. However, in this case, the owner would like it removed. So you're just going to take a pick tool and pry these clips off. There you go. Now these are labeled for left and right hand sides. So this will go in first. And you may need to use like a rubber mallet. Brian, you want to do the honors?
Sure.
To press these in.
So now what you want to do is just gently press these in and lock them in place. Now one very important note, these can be very difficult to clip in, but you want to make sure that you get them all clipped in 100%. So again, we like to use a rubber mallet. Just get it, press down, press from the top, press from the bottom, and you'll be good to go.
Next, you're going to put the mounting bracket in for the fog lights. This is going to line up with the screw holes there, as well as down here and on here. Take the included mounting hardware and put in the 2 screws at the bottom of the bracket to secure it in place. And just be careful not to over tighten these, because you are tightening down into plastic. Now we're going to mount the lower grille, and just like with the fog light covers, you're going to need a mallet to get this to clip into place fully. One thing to note is if you are reusing your factory fog lights, there are 2 mounting points, one here and one down there. The new fog light only has a single one right here. Now we can go ahead and mount the new fog light. There are 2 alignment pins that slide in at the bottom right here. And then this hole will line up right there. Now because this new fog light does not have that extra mounting point, this hole right there is going to go unused. And do the same thing on the other side. The front bumper kit comes with a new set of air ducts, so we're going to remove the stock ones. There is one 8mm bolt inside the fender liner that you need to remove. And there's going to be 2 clips, push pin clips, similar to the ones that were at the bottom of the bumper. We're going to have to pry those out. And that will come out. And do the exact same thing on the other side.
Now what we're going to do is we are going to remove this front cross brace right here. This will prohibit an M Sport bumper from being installed. And on M Sport cars like mine from the factory, they don't feature this bar. So take that screw out. Remove that bolt. This will pull off just like that. Now what we need to do is we need to replace the intercooler shroud. So to do this, there is a little clip that needs to be released in here. So just for reference, this is what we're going to be doing. You're going to be pressing this tab in and then gently pulling it out. Now this is very fragile plastic, especially if the car is a couple years old, and I would expect it to break, but sometimes you can get it out without it breaking. So it will not be reused. We are going to be putting this in. And if you ever did want to go back to a base bumper, this will fit, so there will be no need to really remove this if you ever need to. So here you can see this inner piece kind of hooks on our little tab there. So you need to make sure that that is moved out of the way. And then you'll be able to pull this down. And then we'll do the same on the other side. Then once you've done that, you lift up, there's a little clip that you release, then this whole piece will come out. Then what you're going to do is take your new shroud and install it where you just removed the old one. So that'll look just like that when it's fully installed. Now what we can do is we can install our new air ducts. So something that's very important, you want to take this little clamp over here. This is what we're going to be threading our screw into. You want to take this from the old one and transfer it over to the new one. So what we're going to do is feed this in here. And then you'll notice that the plastic lines up with those holes. You take your push pin, looks like that. You put both of those in, and then just press in that center portion like that. Finally, take that 8mm screw that we removed earlier, and you're going to reinstall it right over here. Then do the exact same thing on the other side here. We are just about ready to install this M Sport bumper. There's just a couple things we need to do. We need to put a couple of these clips in so we have something to screw into. You can either use the ones that are provided or just transfer the old ones over. Either one will work great. So you have 3 clips there, and then you need one of these little push pins. This is going to go right here through the plastic. Push that in. Once you've done that to the other side, we're ready to reinstall it. Okay, then what you can do, very carefully reinstall your new bumper. So then what you want to do is you want to gently slide this top of the cover in, and it's going to go under this little notch in the headlight. This piece is going to go right over that hole, and you want to slide it into these metal tabs. Now what we can do is I'm just going to very lightly put these 2 T25s back in just to make sure the bumper doesn't go anywhere. Now when you're lining up your bumper, you want to make sure that your bumper sits in this little groove over here. If you can see these little tabs of plastic, what you need to do is just gently lift your bumper up and over it and just press it in. Now for this next part, it helps if you have a second person. We're going to reinstall those top screws. And then with these, it's always a really good idea to try to start it by hand before locking them down, because this plastic is very, very easy to strip. So here's one partially in. I'll reach back and put the other one in. Then just take it very easy and secure your bumper. Then do the exact same thing on the other side. Now what you're going to do is take the piece that looks like this, and this is going to get mounted to the belly pan, and then these other screws are going to go into the bumper. So at this time, you can just carefully slide this between the bumper and the belly pan. Then you can install your 8mm screws. Then what you want to do is take more of these clamps that slide on, and you want to put them on that piece we just installed, and then we're going to put screws through the bumper into this. Now in your kit, you're going to see a piece of metal that's kind of shaped like a C. This is going to go right here, and then that's going to act as a spacer. Then you're going to take this long screw with a washer on it. You're going to go through the hole, up through the other one, and then we can lock that in place. Then at this point, you can continue reinstalling the 8mm screws and also push pins that you removed earlier. Now at this point in the process, if you haven't done so already, be sure to plug in your fog lights. Also, if you have headlight washers, you want to plug those in, and also PDC. Now what you can do is re-secure your fender liner with the 3 8mm screws that we removed. And once you've done that on this side, repeat on the other side. Now once all of that is done, what you can do is just lightly tighten all of these screws. We're gonna check fitment, and then once everything's where we like it, we'll make sure to get them nice and tight. Then what you can do is reinstall your weather stripping. BMW puts a little dot in the middle. Last part of the process is the BMW roundel. So the way that this works, there are two little indentations that go on these two notches. You remove the tape, press it in place, and you're good to go. There you go. Once again, this is Cliff and Bryan, and thanks so much for watching Kies Motorsports. If you like our videos, give us a thumbs up, make sure to subscribe, and check us out at kiesmotorsports.com for all of your BMW retrofit, performance, and aesthetic needs. Be sure to be on the lookout for videos 2 and 3 of our M Sport Conversion on the F30. Once again, this is Cliff and Bryan. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.